All right, everybody. The seat of let's try that again. The seat of Ferelden's rulers and location of the Landsmeet. We finally made it. After 62, probably, episodes, we're nearing the end point of the game. What a thing it is. What a relief it is. Here we go. It's crazy. I still have to do Dragon Age Awakening after this.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this.
Hello.
And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Marik's son, you would already be in the Landsmeet. Now
we're on our way there now.
Torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom.
I'm a mage and an elf. I would never have been born into freedom.
Me to desecrate the Landsmeet itself.
I'm supposed to be in there.
The of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone.
Wow, wow. Wow. You're not even convincing me. You're terrible. You're dumb. Yeah, so stop talking. Show me what you can do with that thing, the sword. How can you support the man who killed your king? I don't care. Do you really not see everything that he's done?
I have had so many doubts of late. Loghain is a great man, but his hatred of Orlais has driven him to madness. He has done terrible things. I know it. But I owe him everything. I cannot betray him. Do not ask me to.
Yeah, this is one of those things where it's like Cawthrian is like the Captain Phasma of this game in that she appears in multiple cutscenes and can be an antagonist in multiple opportunities, but more than that is really a nothing character. She's got this whole backstory about like, well, Loghain has his backstory about like, Loghain has a backstory that essentially is like farmer turned lord who saved his country and fought for his country and helped build what it is today. He's a hero that has basically at this point gone off the deep end into his paranoia of foreigners and ignores a catastrophe, a natural catastrophe, to be conservative in his borders, essentially. The whole like letting Marik die thing, we'll get more into it just in a little bit, but it's like it's more nuanced than that. And then as a result, like Cawthrian is like a part of that story you don't really fully understand yet. So I don't really care about Cawthrian. She's another like rags to nobility, rags to honor character who no one believed in her except the villain. But we don't get to see a lot of her. And the dialogue isn't even that great because it doesn't reflect what's actually happening. So this is just I'm gonna say just stop now.
I never thought duty would taste so bitter. Stop him, Warden. Stop him from betraying everything he once loved. Please, show mercy. Without Loghain, there would be no Ferelden to defend.
You know what's funny? If I fail, like, this whole act that she's putting on as far as, like, okay, I'll stand aside so you can do the right thing, it really means nothing. What if she fails? She'd be like, oh, I guess I was right in my convictions. You know, it's just funny. What am I gonna do? Oh, yeah. And this is fine. I was gonna switch my setup up, but this is fine.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet.
Oh, they're scared of me. Jesus, I'm just an elf.
Would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
Yeah, light clapping, light clapping.
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings.
I kind of agree with Loghain as far as putting Alistair on.
Here we have the puppeteer.
Me?
Tell us, Warden. How will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? How much Ferelden blood does Orlesian gold buy these days?
The Blight is really the threat here, not Orlais. People are dying to the Blight and Darkspawn, not Orlesian forces.
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The South has fallen, Loghain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it? They claim that they alone can end the Blight, yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn at Ostagar. And they asked to bring with them 4 legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, can we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
Listen, if we're going to talk about what we expect of people, can we talk about how Rendon Howe was imprisoning and torturing innocent people? What was that about, man?
The Warden speaks truly. My son was taken under cover of night. The things done to him, some of them are beyond any healer's skill.
Howe was responsible for himself. He will answer to the Maker for any wrongs committed in this life, as must we all. But you know that. You were the one who murdered.
And I'd do it again.
Whatever Howe may have done, he should have been brought before the Seneschal. There is no justice in butchering a man in his home.
Here we go. Then why was there a blood mage sent under your orders to poison Arl Aemon?
I assure you, Warden, if I were going to send someone, it would be my own soldiers. I would not trust to the discretion of an apostate.
Indeed, my brother tells a very different tale. He says you snatched a blood mage from the Chantry's justice. Coincidence?
Do not think the Chantry will overlook this, Terran Loghain. Interference in a Templar's sacred duties...
But that whole poisoning thing, that's, I don't know, just poison.
Whatever I have done, I will answer for later. At the moment, however, I wish to know what this Warden has done with my daughter.
Me? She was under lock and key. And she's safe now, from you.
You took my daughter, our queen, by force. Killing her guards in the process.
Killing some guards in the process.
What you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself.
Oh, the queen,
Lords
the queen.
and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
Yeah, everything the queen says is basically true.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this.
My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before!
He's a good speechmaker, I'll give him that.
Invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now.
You're dividing us.
With me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself.
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
The Warden helped me personally in a family matter.
That's the crow guy we
He
helped.
stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden.
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Maker help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
Boo.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
Ha. Just laugh at him. Listen, dude. Let's just let bygones be bygones. And let me win a war, please.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon, You cared about this land once, before you got too old and fat, and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me?
All right, let's. Okay, man. We can do an all-out attack, or we can settle this one-on-one. So, look, come on. Let's you and me duke this out. Let's hash out some terms.
Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. When we first met at Ostagar, I would never have thought so, but Ostagar seems like it happened in another lifetime to someone else. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough! Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
That's dumb, we already voted.
Or have you a
Everyone voted to support me. So you can bring any companion here. They won't let you use the dog. Or Shale, I don't think. Alistair, I do not recommend letting it be Alistair unless you 100% believe in your heart Loghain needs to die on the spot without any input from you. Because that's what Alistair will do. But there's more choices to make once you win the duel. So I recommend just fighting it yourself, honestly. Unless you 100% in your heart need him to die by Alistair's hand without any input from you. Just a forewarning. I'll do it.
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
So, here's the thing. Dragon Age, almost every Dragon Age game sucks at one-on-one fights. It really is like the worst at it. Although this is pretty neat. Like this cutscene is fun to look at. But yeah, pretty much every Dragon Age game sucks at one-on-one fights. It's pretty bad. It's not great, I'll say that much. So you could fight him straight up. If you're not a warrior, I recommend doing exactly what I'm doing now. This right here. Because if you're at this specific range, he's gonna pull out his crossbow, and it's just he's not gonna do enough damage compared to either a rogue or a mage. Honestly,
This should be
he's just not good.
right. Let's get started.
But a warrior, that's where he shines.
This should be easy.
So just fighting him one-on-one
Right.
is like, unless you're a spec to be a good warrior, that's really the only way to win the fight. That's it, really. Like, he's almost dead already. I could make a show of fighting him one-on-one, but I want to keep my, like, I'm about to turn this off too, to like make sure the cutscene after this looks good. Yeah, that's really all there is to say. It's not a good fight. It's a good cutscene leading up to it, and it's a good moment, but Dragon Age, as we'll see in Dragon Age 2, and maybe Inquisition? I don't know if there's any one-on-ones in Inquisition. I don't think there are. I think you almost always have your party. Not good at one-on-one fights. The game isn't built for it. It's built for party combat, so like, this just isn't all that great. And he's done.
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you...
I wish there was a cool cutscene.
Child.
Or like some kind of cool like beat 'em up or fighting game that started. That would be great.
There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
I accept your surrender. Sit down. Go away. There's no need for bloodshed, honestly. You've lost. He surrenders.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
Wait. There is another
What are
option.
you doing here?
The Taean is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
Let him go through the joining. What? He's not exactly loyal to us, Riordan. He's kind of undermined us a lot.
What does loyalty matter?
Riordan!
What we are
Loyalty matters a lot!
binds us to the Darkspawn. You know this. If you were to forswear your oath and flee today, you'd find yourself in the deep roads.
In 20 years, Riordan!
You'd seek them out.
We need him loyal now!
You.
That's
The
stupid!
itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely
That satisfies me,
not.
actually.
Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured.
He's like, yeah, I did.
How can we simply forget that?
Here's the thing. There really should be a more nuanced option to be like, just throw him into the standing army. Like, Alistair clearly has more of a like, Alistair wants him dead. That's true. Alistair wants him dead for Duncan's murder, for what happened to the alienage, for what happened to Eamon with Jowen and all of that. Logain has put up wanted posters of us. He has tried to kill us. He's tortured Riordan. But there's a gray area in which we don't fully understand how much was done under our How or done under Logain's specific orders. Like, How brought Zevran to Logain, and Logain went, yeah, okay, I guess. So, like, I have to imagine that almost every bad thing, or maybe every bad thing, happened exactly like that. Where Logain knew How could get things done, and then was just like, How, just take care. I'm going to delegate. Please take care of it. I need to not have Eamon block me in the Landsmeet, stall him politically, or he just talked about it openly. He's like, it's a problem, and Hal's like, I got an idea, and Logain was just like, okay, fine, just get it. Like, there's a famous line. Sorry. There's not a famous line. Recently, this is gonna get a little topical. During a protest in which President Trump, within the last year during the pandemic, was going to do a photo shoot at a chapel, he had the protesters tear gassed to get out of his way. Or if it's not tear gas, it's pepper balls, it's a type of chemical irritant. But basically, he harassed and pushed away the protest violently to get out of his way for a fucking photo shoot. And his attorney general there says, no, I didn't give the order to do that. I didn't say to go do it. I just said the perimeter has to be secured, get it done. Right? So you see the difference between those two phrases is go do this specifically or go do this, I'm telling you, and I need a larger, broader objective done, get it done. The second one is kind of just like, I don't care how you do it, I don't want to know, I want to have what's the word I'm looking for? I want to have deniability. Get it done however you see fit. And I feel like that's what happened with Logain. It's get it done, please. However you see fit, because it'll be worth it if we save the country. I don't think most of them were his idea. At least not initially, but he definitely allowed them. That's not to absolve him of guilt. But at the same time, going more into Logain's backstory, he is useful. And he is abdicating. He has given up. He's gone power hungry, but this is somebody we could use as a resource. And I'm not, or at least my character in this instance, is not really big in favor of the death penalty here. Why shed blood when blood doesn't need to be shed? A big thing that I have this character kind of role-playing to thinking is it's so easy for someone's life to be over and for the variables to end, but a person's life has so much versatility to it that who knows what they could do, good or bad, in the future. But if you kill them now, you never know what could be. It's a wishy-washy mentality, but it's one that helps emphasize that we as people can be more. That's the theory. That's the thinking I always gave him at the time of playing this game all those years. So he does the joining. He could die. He does the joining. He's with us. There should be more options as far as like just put him in jail, but the game is very adamant that these are the two options, unfortunately. So these are the only options we have. So I'm not in the mood to let him die, so I lean more towards Riordan.
Joining the Wardens is an honor, not a punishment. Name him a Warden and you cheapen us all. I will not stand next to him as a brother. I won't.
So that's the second part, is Alistair wants revenge and justice for Duncan, for everything that's happened to the people he's called family, and to the larger sense of justice in the community and the country. And double with that is not only is the guy getting away with it, or at least not dying because he thinks death is the only way to solve this issue or get justice, he's like, now he gets to be your comrade in arms. And Alistair's like, heck no, that's too far. But I still say we need all the help we can get.
Logain is a traitor. We need him like we need to be stabbed in the back. Or have you forgotten how his being a great general didn't help the last time? I didn't want to be king. I still don't. But if that's what it takes to see Logain get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Can you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country? You can't seriously support him.
Okay, so here's the thing. Alright, so now this is the big divergent point. Is Alistair softened, or if not hardened, right? Remember the Goldiner quest line we did with him, his personal quest? Having him softened means he will be a big baby about this. Having him hardened, which means he will make tougher decisions about himself and be willing to stand decisions that he can't control. And he'll kind of be more cynical and be like, fine, I guess this is the way it is. That's hardened Alistair. That's who we have right now. But legitimately, if I didn't have the option to have what I'm about to do, look at that guy in the red behind him. He's just so shocked and sad to see what's happening. If I didn't have the option to do what I'm about to do, I would side with Honora, because as much as I like Alistair, this behavior is crazy. Honora has been ruler. She's been ruling sensibly. A little bit manipulative. She's a politician, which in Bioware games is always like the devil, because they never write politicians all that well, to be honest. But like, Alistair is a man-child right now. He cannot stand that he's not getting his way, and he's acting crazy for it. Like, there really needs to be more middle ground here as to what we can accomplish, because it's either his way or the highway, despite him being one of the most flexible people in the story so far. So and I get it though. It's not out of character. This is important to him, so I get it. I legitimately get it. But holy cow, is this like, if I had the choice between the two of them, I would pick Honora right now. In fact, my first playthrough, I killed Logain because I'm like, fine, Alistair, if it's such a big deal, he'll have him executed. I'm not going to do it. You could do it. I don't care. And Honora, you take the crown, because Alistair, you clearly can't be king. You clearly can't do this on your own. And Eamon would just do it for you. So there's no point to you doing it. You don't even want to. He just said he doesn't even want to do it. So there's really no point to him being king unless... So here's the thing. Alistair has 3 divergent paths right now. In the story that connects to Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition. Alistair can either be king, he can either continue being a Grey Warden, or if you keep Logain as a warden and leave Honora as the sole ruler, Alistair says, screw this, I'm out, forget it, good luck with the war, and becomes a wandering drunk. And that to me is like, wow, you couldn't even be bothered to care about although in fairness, Honora does kind of exile him because she doesn't want any threats to the throne or any children he has to be able to have claims to the throne after she's taken over. She wants this put to bed, which for the country's stability and for her own personal ambitions, that makes a lot of sense. It's harsh, but it makes a lot of sense of this era. And like they even say in the game, like, oh, it's nicer than killing him, right? That's the other option, is just murdering him to remove him from complicating the scenario. So those are his fates. Honora rules alone, he becomes a warden or a drunk if Logain's still part of the story, or he becomes king and gets his way and Logain dies. Or, my personal favorite way to keep all the variables active for a more interesting story is I thought the two of you were going to marry.
And I thought you weren't going to stab me in the back. Funny how nothing ever turns out like you thought.
Alistair, compose yourself.
Fine, you want Logain and the Grey Wardens so badly? Then I'll be leaving the Wardens to marry Honora.
So, yeah, this is the other part of my character story that I headcanon or roleplay as part of it, is that this is the divide between Alistair and my character, in which he feels betrayed by this. And because he's hardened, he's willing to just do his duty and just, fine, I'll be king and I'll stop throwing a tantrum even though he's still throwing a tantrum. So that's the only way to get Logain alive and get Alistair still a part of the story, is having him marry Honora while hardened. It's a super specific condition to meet, but I started meeting it like on my last few playthroughs when I first played this game, and it became my preferred outcome, honestly. And I still think, as manipulative as it is on my end, I still agree with it as part of the best outcomes, honestly. Because other than that, I would leave him a wandering drunk. Because he's being a man-child. He really is. He's being a baby. I know it's important. This is important to him, but he's acting like a child. You really don't have to leave us.
Yes, I do. You left me no choice. I'm sorry.
This can be discussed later. We are keeping the Landsmeet waiting.
Right.
And now, lords and ladies of
Alistair has now
There's
left the
still a fight
party.
to defeat, and armies to gather.
Logain is my new
I
friend.
appoint this man to lead us in both. We will not allow this land be further threatened by the archdemon.
Honora also cries like crazy when her dad dies.
Wait the Warden's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Ferelden has ever faced. And we shall try.
That's also why
For we are
I started
Ferelden.
equipping Alistair with crap and removing important items from his inventory. Because you just lose them otherwise. And it's not great.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the Taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
I always like poetic justice too.
Understand.
You tried to slam the Wardens and didn't help fight the Blight. You are now a Warden as your penance. This also affects some really later game stuff in Dragon Age Inquisition.
So it's done. My father lives, and for good or ill, he is now a Grey Warden. Thank you for giving him the opportunity to undergo the ritual. It couldn't have been easy.
So yeah, you can make this as a punishment, or you can make this as like, listen, he's gotta, like, I get it. You can be really understanding about this. He's got a lot to live up to, lady.
He does indeed. And my future husband is upstairs, no doubt glaring out of the window and pouting. He is so much like Kaelin, it's disturbing.
Don't be hard on him. He's had a really, like, bad day. Actually, I should talk to him.
If you like. I suspect he's not apt to be very receptive in that mood. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe, and tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there. I will be heading there myself. Bring your companions, and join us at Redcliffe Castle.
That's the end game, is Redcliffe.
You have united for Ferelden, Warden. Now we face the Blight.
Okay, this is one of our last few conversations with Alistair. The party doesn't comment about Alistair, by the way. They don't have all that much to say, quite honestly. Yeah, they don't have all that much to say about Alistair. Oh, I got 2 spells, yay. So let me get Tempest. Do I want Chain Lightning? I don't know. You know what? I don't like Chain Lightning that much. I really don't. I don't quite care for it. I want Animate Dead. I don't actually need Animate Dead, though. That's the other thing about that. I've got enough injury kits to not need Cleansing Aura, so that should be fine. And I'm not much of a healer, but these 2 heals I like a lot. Revive and Group Heal are great. So Firestorm, Chain Lightning, and then there's the rock stuff. Rock Lobster. I'm gonna respec when I get to Awakening. For sure, I'm gonna respec. I'm probably gonna keep Mana Clash. Crushing Prison I might keep, or I'll swap it out for the Earth Tree. Because Earth Tree I get Petrify. And I get a vulnerability to Shattering. Yeah. So physical resistance check. This is a mental resistance check. Oh, this can shatter them if they've been petrified or frozen solid. I didn't know that. I totally forgot about that. I'd like to get it to Spell Bloom, Spell Wisp. I'm probably gonna just get lightning and then get ice. Maybe I'll keep this lightning tree. I don't know. But I definitely want to do fire and ice as my abilities, and then probably these three, which means a lot of spells into here, and then I'm not gonna focus on lightning. So we'll see. So I've got Tempest. I want to do Tempest for a specific reason, so that's good. I have that now. Cone of Cold is really good. So do I want Virulent Walking Bound? Bam. Baum. I like Animate Dead a lot. If I can get it before the end, that would be very useful. I'll do it. I'll work my way up to there, because everything else is fine, honestly. This will be my build. And if I get a chance, I'll do Animate Dead. Oh, Alice is still part of the party, so I can remove stuff still. Let's just level everybody else up first. Cleansing Aura. I didn't even give her any of the Blood Mage stuff. Let's give her Inferno. Constant fire damage as they burn. That's not bad, but let's give her Haste instead. That's more useful immediately. We're going to pump Zevran's Strength and his Constitution, so that he can wield better swords, hopefully. Here you go, you do that, whatever. Assassin. Never kill somebody. Oh, I need Dex. I need 36 Dex. Alright, let's... There, we'll work our way up, because he needs that Dex. We'll do Upset Balance. Oh, wow, everyone technically is in the party. So he starts as a champion. Because I'm now losing Alistair, I'm going to make him a Templar as well. He only has one skill. Let's give him Survival. Actually, let's give him Poison. I don't have any Poison Bombs for him to use, so that's fine. Let's give him Survival. Yes. And he has most of his skills already. Yeah, he's still level 21. Oh, you have a lot of levels I didn't give you. Dup, bop, bop, bop. Shale, I need to give you bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Brilliant. You still need more Constitution. But I can give you the Brilliant Ice. There you go, for now. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Reaver skills. Destroyer. Let's do that. Oh, I got another one. There you go. So many. So many levels. Alright, Dex you're fine. Willpower you need more. Constitution you need more. I want to give you more Cunning. But let's just pop this for now, because willpower is very low. Let's do that. Critical shot. Sten. My guy. There you go, critical strike, and there you go. Morgan, you're the last one. Okay. Is there anything else I want to give you? Death Cloud. Miasma, Affliction Hex. Let's go with Affliction X or Miasma. Mass paralysis. Let's go with miasma. Or affliction? Let's go with affliction. Alright, everyone good? Okay, great. Yeah, you've got... Oh, he's got his own shield. Good, cool. I don't have any of your stuff here that I meant to give you. But, well, I guess we'll work on it later. Let's give you the King's Blade for now. There's something else I wanted to give you, so we'll work on that in a bit, yeah. And then I will also want to give you... Armor of the... Oh, he has his own armor, that's right. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good, so he's fine then. Should give him a helmet, but... Juggernaut helm? Standard Griffin's helm. Standard Bearer's helm? That's good, that's pretty good. Mental resistance. Borders yet to be +2 willpower. Mark of Vigilance. There you go. Harvest Festival Ring. That'll be mine for now. Memory's many pockets. Alright, you're fine. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to him. Probably upset is the wrong way. Hey, Shale. Hey, man. Let's save before I talk to him.
Oh, there you are. Come to offer congratulations, I suppose? Maybe you intend to throw me a party to celebrate my engagement.
Don't be a child. Alistair, that also seems weird to say, that I don't want this to ruin our friendship. I kind of want to tell him to stop being a child. I'll say I'm sorry. Sorry.
I get that you think so. Loghain let all the Grey Wardens die. Let his king die. All because he thought he alone could defend Ferelden against the dreaded Orlesians. No matter what your plans are, he deserved to die. He deserved justice. And you made him one of us!
Killing him is not going to do anything. This is gonna attack his insecurity. It's either this is his chance to make things right, or killing him won't bring Duncan back. Alistair, we can use him to help us. I don't know which sounds better, honestly. It's not gonna bring Duncan back.
It would have meant Duncan could rest easier. Me too. But why should I complain, right? I'm the king now, and with a beautiful fiancée who is going to remind me of her father every time I look at her. I'll make the best of it, I guess. I'm not going to roll over and let Honora rule, that's for sure. Well, good luck, I suppose. You have a lot to do now. And so do I.
Goodbye, Alistair. Goodbye. So where is Loghain actually now? Is he even in? He's over there. Let's have a talk with our new party member. Because he is our new... What the fuck is he doing? No, he's still in battle mode. So, Loghain.
Let's not spend more time here than we must. Let's not spend more time here than we must.
Fair enough. We'll talk to him in the party. In the party camp. Let's get there quick. I want to see if we can squeeze some dialogue out of him. Maybe we can't, but... Landsmeet's a big episode. A lot of talking to do. Let me see if I can...
Yes.
Yes.
So there's only one thing left to do before the end of the game. Actually, technically 2 things left to do. One is do the Ostagar DLC with Loghain in the party now. We could do it with Alistair. And, you know, Loghain has... Alistair and Wynn have unique dialogue when you take them. Because they were there. Right?
You fare well.
So does Loghain. He's got unique dialogue. So that's also something. Oh, and I forgot we have Crime Wave starts back up. Alright, well, let's talk to Slim really quickly.
I'm here to atone. I did you bad with that last tip. It can't end like that. Those noble ponces won't have the last laugh, eh? You game for one last heist?
It's better go down better.
No bloody trap this time. I'd stake my life on it and... well, yours too. We're stealing the tears of Andraste. You care about the history? Don't know how much of a chantry going for.
These are said to be Andraste's tears that she cried.
Ban Frandarel's father secretly acquired the genuine tears of
that
Andraste.
Crystallized into jewels or something.
And his son still has them locked up tight. The same Frandarel that baited that trap. So I propose you go to his real vault and rob him blind. Afterwards, I'll see that the tears of Andraste are given to the chantry.
Oof. How do I get in?
We've tried under. Now we can give over a go. The rooftops are dense enough that you can jump to the top of the estate. Then you can go in through the chimney. Head towards the vault area from the last job. Right before it, there's a wine cellar that's got a secret door. Go through it and find the real vault. That's all I know. I'll be waiting for you here.
So that'll be... So now 3 things. Number 1, finish Crime Wave. Number 2, get to know Loghain, because he's a party member with dialogue now. Number 3, do the Ostagar DLC. Let's see if we can't get a little something with Loghain right now. Hold on.
I couldn't help hearing about your predicament. Forgive me if I'm prying.
Yes.
Oh. This is just Zevran asking about the spirit.
Like being possessed by a spirit.
Why does this interest you so?
I simply wish to get to know those that I travel with. Is that wrong of me?
No, of course it isn't. Well, let me see. It is hard to describe. It is comforting. I feel safe. Loved.
Comforted. Loved, yes.
It is like being held close. Cradled. The bond is so complete.
Yeah, he's stuck like that too. I don't know
am
why.
unable to extricate myself. Nor do I wish to. Wait. Why do you have that look on your face?
I am simply imagining it. Continue, please.
And there is a constant warmth that spreads outwards from the very center of my being, infusing my body with...
Oh.
Andraste's grace? What are you thinking about now? No, I don't want to know. I feel dirty. Do not speak to me.
That's not the dialogue I wanted, but we might get it later. There's one specifically that I find pretty funny. Actually, I don't want to accidentally trigger camp dialogue with Loghain. Yeah, he's stuck like that too. It's like a weird bug. I don't get it. But here we are. You know? I'll see you guys in the next episode where probably we're going to go to the party camp and just talk to Loghain because I've got some gifts for him to up his approval. So we'll see you next time. Bye.